All right, welcome back. It's day 6 of Unit 1, Topic 2, and we are going to be reflecting a point over a given line of reflection. And first, we have a warm-up that says reflect over the y-axis. So reflection, as we showed in the last video, it simply means you're going to go an equal distance on the other side. So if we are on the right side by 1, 1 and 1, it goes right there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, okay, so that's 7 away, so it's going to be 7 away on this side as well. So listing those points, so it doesn't really tell us which one is which, so I'm going to call this A, B, and C. So point A happens to be at 1, 6, and therefore A prime will be at negative 1, 6. Because as shown in the last video, what happens is, since you're reflecting over the y-axis, that the x is going to change to the opposite. And then B, which is at 7, 2, becomes negative 7, 2, and so forth. All right, so jumping right into this, so we have being reflected over y equals 2. So here is our y equals 2 line. The thing here is that if it says y equals, you know it's a horizontal line. If it's x equals, then you know it's going to be a vertical line. And pretty much everything's done exactly the same. Like, for instance, h is 2 away to the line, so h prime would be right here. For y equals negative 1, that will be here. So if I keep using point H as an example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So h prime should be equal distant, but on the other side of that line of reflection. All you have to do is count to the line and do the same on the other side. X equals 1 would be this line, so it's a vertical line. Now h is already on that point, so on that line, so it doesn't go anywhere. You can just call it h prime. This one is x equals negative 3, 1, 2, 3. So this time h is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4 makes h right there. All right, and you would do the same for all the other points. If it's on one side of the line of reflection, it's just going to flip to the other side in equal amounts. Same thing goes for this page when you're doing an entire figure. So if we have an entire image, y equals negative 2 is this line right here. Now this point's not going to move. This point's going to go here. This point 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you can simply connect the points. It should be a rigid motion, meaning that it's going to be the same shape, same size, just flipped over to the other side. This one is reflection over the x-axis, so that's right here. So once again, just each point, just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other one's going to be 1 away, one more away, I should say. D is going to end up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Connect your points up, and you've got the exact same image. All right, so now when it says y equals negative x, that is a lot like y equals x, only instead of going up, it's going to go down like this. So you can then use your mirror, or you can simply count diagonal 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is 1 away, so 1 away. This is on the line, and this is 1 away, so 1 away goes right there. All right, and there's your image that looks exactly the same, being reflected over y equals negative x. All right, and y equals positive x means this line right here, where every x and every y is exactly the same. Y equals negative 1 would be this line, and x equals negative 3 would be this line. Now, in this question, you got 2 points on the right, which will end up on the left, and you have 2 points on the left, which will end up on the right. So by the time you're done, the image should sort of flip on itself, is what ends up happening. Okay, and then for this last page, basically all you're doing is asking yourself, well, what is it reflecting over? This is reflecting over y equals negative x. This one looks to be flipping over this y equals 2. Now you might be wondering, well, how did I know it was horizontal and not vertical? And an easy way of knowing that is to simply look at all the points that are the same letters. So f and f prime, the line is in between. V and V prime, the line is always in between. It's always going to be in between the 2 points with the same letters. This would be x equals negative 1, 2, 3. This is the y-axis, and this one looks like it's reflected over the y equals x line. And that's pretty much all of them. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.